Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about unit second topic congruence. So we will start with definition. Let m be a positive integer. Two integers a and b leave remainders when divided by m. If the remainder are same, then we say that a is congruent to b modulo m, and we write a is congruent to b modulo m. Clearly, if a and b are congruent modulo m, then m divides a minus b, and we write it as a is congruent to b modulo m. If a and b are incongruent modulo m, then m does not divide a minus b, and we write it as a is not congruent to b modulo m. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, ये जो डेफिनेशन मैंने आपको बताई है ये एग्जाम्पल से क्लियर होगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 20 इज कॉन्ग्रेंट टू 4 मॉडुलो 4. सो हेयर इफ वी सी दैट a is equal to 20, b is equal to 4 and m is equal to, so if m this divides a minus b, difference of these two integers, then 20 is congruent to 4 modulo 4. So we see that 4 divides 20 minus 4. 20 minus 4 is 16. So 4 divides 16, 4 16 को divide करता है. It means 20 is, we can write 20 is congruent to 4 modulo 4. Similarly, 30 is not congruent to 5 modulo 6, because 30 minus 5, that is 25, and 25 is not divisible by 6, therefore 6 does not divide 25. So we can write that 30 is incongruent to 5 modulo 6. So there are a lot of examples. We can also write here as 20 is congruent to 2 modulo 2, because 20 minus 2 is 18, and 2 divides 18. So we can also write 20 is congruent to 2 modulo 2. So we just focus on the definition that a is congruent to b modulo m, then m must divide a minus b. So if m divides a minus b, so m can also divide b minus a, because if 2 divides 4, 2 4 को divide करता है, तो 2 also divide minus 4. So we can also write if m divides a minus b, then m also divides b minus a. So we first prove the theorem related to congruence. Prove that congruence is an equivalence relation. Equivalence relation means reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So reflexive means a number is related to itself. So we have to show that a is congruent to a modulo m. So we know that by definition, if m divide a minus a means 0. M divide 0, then so 0 is divisible by any number. So therefore a minus a is equal to 0, and we can write here as 0 is equal to m into 0, or 0 into m. So we can write m divides a minus a, therefore a is congruent to a modulo m. Symmetric, if a is congruent to b modulo m, then b is congruent to a modulo m. We have to prove this. So because a is congruent to b modulo m, then by definition of congruence we can write m divides a minus b. So by taking minus sign common, m divide minus b minus a, I have already discussed that if 2 divides 4, then 2 divides minus 4. So m divide a minus b, so m divides b minus a also. So m divide b minus a, therefore b, we can write here b is congruent to a modulo m by definition. If m divide a minus b, then a is congruent to b modulo m. If m divide b minus a, then b is congruent to a modulo m. Transitive law. we have to show that A is congruent to B modulo M, B and B is congruent to C modulo M. Then we have to show that A is congruent to C modulo M. So since we given that A is congruent to B modulo M and B is congruent to C modulo M, so by definition M divide A minus B and M divide B minus C. So if M divide A minus B and M divide B minus C, so it M divides sum of the two numbers. For example, if 2 divides 4 and 2 divides 6, then 2 divides 4 plus 6. This implies that 2 divides n. So any number, if M divide A minus B and M divide B minus C, then M divides the sum of these two numbers. So M divides A, therefore B and B cancel, so M divide A minus C. So by definition we can write that A is congruent to C modulo M. So hence congruence is an equivalence relation, because symmetric, reflexive, symmetric and transitive properties are satisfied. Now theorem number 2, let A, B, C, D and M be integers such that M is not equal to 0, then first if A is congruent to B modulo M and D divide M, where D is greater